My bad, my bad. Good looking out. Good looking out. How you been, bro? Sorry, I had to for some reason it said I had two lives that were up and one was scheduled, so I had to take one down and then the other one. You in class right now? You in class? If you're in class, I'm pretty good. If you're in class, that's crazy because whenever I was in school, we were not allowed to be on our phones like this. Were is school out? Or you on? Oh, you're on spring break, huh? Yeah, I forgot. Are you on spring break? Now what's going on? What's going on my stream? We're in current bitrate. Okay. What is this? I don't even know what's going. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Very serious, more fun. Teal higher. Okay, hold up. Sorry, y'all. I got God did. God did. Hey, in other news, bro. Hey, Alex, it went through. We did it. We got the first step out the way. Ooh, ooh, what the hell? Did I just, what did I do? Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. All right, all right, all right. Here we go. We did it. The first step is done. All right. I wanted to play some Elden Ring. All right, let me see, just for a little bit. Also, for my new sub, Adamar Silva, appreciate the sub. I want to see if I could like replay the sub. I know we do need it. We need it for real. Cause like all I've been um all I've been looking forward to is Elden Ring and what's it called? And GTA. I was thinking about playing Marvel Rivals, but I don't know if I want to do that to myself unless everybody wants to see me get tilted in Marvel Rivals. I also was thinking about downloading Fortnite and just do no build because Gabby been wanting to play Fortnite. But look, Jacob had sent this to me that Xbox had leaked that Steam was supposed to be on the new console. Insane Truth in partnership with Steam. Yeah, I gotta look at this. Like that's crazy. That is crazy. I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out. Where are my headphones? I know. You're like Sony. What you think, Sony? What you think, Sony? All right, let me see.
Consoles and gaming.
Oop, I gotta close some of my tabs out real quick. Hold up, hold up. Steam will have all the exclusives Sony has. Yo, it's like, dude, that is a crazy move. Like, what do you even do at that point when you're Sony? It's like you can't just go and pull your games off. You can't just go pull your Steam games off just because you don't want Xbox to have them. Well, yeah, you can. That'd be like the ultimate petty move. But that's crazy. Like, that's even more reason for me to just keep an Xbox. Hold up. I'm about to put a screen up. Exclusive disc only. Because like the only thing they got is God of War and Spider-Man, I think. So let me see. Let me make sure I'm on the right thing. Okay. Cool.
The future of consoles and gaming is more choice, more power, and fewer exclusives locked behind one device.
Bro, these
Xbox
games
is
look
working
so
on a partnership
good too.
with major publishers, the biggest platforms, and it means more games than ever before.
I just want a good long-term game. Appreciate the hearts. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the love. I just want a long-term game, bro. I just want a game that I could put down and pick back up and not get pissed off in like the first 10 minutes. Exactly.
Console PC hybrid with literally millions of games, and it all starts before
Like,
next generation begins.
That Starfield, I had hope for Starfield, and that was just a huge flop. Like, they did so bad. Like, Game Pass wasn't enough.
Xbox Series consoles are nearing their life cycle, and Xbox hardware and software teams are already ramping
Welcome to
up
the chat if
with a
you're new.
generation that blurs the line between console and PC. The next generation of Xbox is reportedly a hybrid PC console that has access to your console library games as well as millions of games offered on PC. According to insiders close to Xbox,
We got 9 people in here. I think this is the most I've had in a long time, and I have a announcement to make that we had just got approved last night for a YouTube partner. Thank you everybody. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you everybody who watched my videos. To be honest, I think that's crazy that y'all watch my videos. Like, that's actually insane. Like, I never thought that I would get a YouTube partnership like now, which is crazy.
Xbox development, the team is working on a universal Xbox UI dashboard, tailor-made to run across desktop PC, handhelds, tablets, mobile, smart TVs, and Xbox consoles. One of the most impactful features of this universal system is the implementation of Steam, allowing you to access and possibly even purchase Steam games and play them directly on this Xbox API or dashboard. Xbox declares that everything is an Xbox, meaning your traditional Xbox console experience could be melted.
Shake that. Yo, hell fuck no, bro. Hell fucking no. Cannon, you were the second person, not recently though. You're the second person to come in here and say some crazy shit like that. They're like, hey, I'll donate $1 if you shake that ass. Nah, we ain't doing that.
PC
Hell
games,
nah.
whether you're on a console or not. Last week, Xbox accidentally leaked an image of a new UI for Xbox that shows access to
That
a
ain't me.
Steam library. This not
If I had an OnlyFans, maybe, but we ain't doing no OnlyFans stuff over here, dog. We ain't shaking no type of ad for free up in here, bro.
only drummed up a ton
Hell
of
nah.
speculation, but brought experts and insiders to talk about what they're
Why?
hearing
That's
behind
crazy.
the
We got
scenes,
YouTube
with
partner. Oh
Steam
my
being
god,
available
dude.
on the next Xbox
Oh,
device.
last night that
But
was crazy.
There are major problems with Xbox allowing access to Steam.
I gotta rewind this back. Sorry, I keep pausing. This is about to be the worst reaction to Xbox exclusives for Steam. It's crazy. But it's just, my heart was pounding. You know a good videographer that can help? Nah. Is it you? Nah. If I ever made an OnlyFans, I'd make that subscription 10 grand just because I know nobody will buy it.
This not only
And if you
drummed
do,
up a ton of
I'm gonna get
speculation,
paid off
but
that
brought
one
experts
sub.
and insiders to talk about what they're hearing behind the scenes.
I'm gonna make
with
that shit
Steam
ridiculous.
being available on the next Xbox device. But there are major problems with Xbox allowing access to Steam games on their supported devices. The problem isn't with Steam, who's run by
That's
Valve.
crazy. We had
Valve and
11 people in
Microsoft
here.
have a
That's the
strong
most I've
partnership
ever
and
seen.
relationship. The idea of being able to play
YouTube,
almost
whatever you're
every
doing, thank you.
PlayStation game on an
You
Xbox
pushing my channel?
device
Thank you.
is a major concern for gaming fans. PlayStation has almost all of their flagship titles available to buy and play on Steam across the PC platform, with almost all of their games coming to PC early or a year afterward. The major concern with traditional console gaming fans is that PlayStation can block access to their games on a device that is ID'd as an Xbox.
Good luck. Yeah, good luck finding that many people that want to pay. Good luck.
This is a multi-layered problem when it comes to software-based APIs or hardware IDs, because no matter how Xbox implements Steam support, PlayStation will be able to see or identify the software or hardware, as they have to be in agreement with the API running Steam where their games are hosted. PlayStation has notoriously worked to gatekeep and limit access to their games outside of a PlayStation console. In fact,
and that's one thing I don't like about PlayStation, is that they only have exclusives, and then they were like struggling with having backwards compatibility, unlike how Xbox was, where you could play every single Xbox title that came out with Game Pass. But then PlayStation's like, nope, if it's like Killzone 1 or whatever, like you can't play it. Like why would you gatekeep that? And now that Xbox has kind of found a way to like do a deal with Steam, I feel like PSN and PlayStation, they feel like they got stabbed in the back by Steam for even approving that deal. Wait, you gonna watch the Minecraft movie? Probably not. Like, I feel like they really messed up with the Minecraft movie by not making all the the humans blocky like Minecraft's supposed to be. They kind of messed it up.
Xbox users,
it look okay though.
They could play
like everything else looks okay
through cloud streaming on GeForce Now, and PlayStation effectively blocked GeForce Now users from playing PlayStation games because it impacts the need to buy a PlayStation 5. Even though you still need to buy the game from Steam, giving 70% of that money directly to PlayStation.
Sony is greedy, bro.
Among tech and software experts that argue that
Microsoft's
PlayStation
greedy too,
will find a way, and they can block games on Steam from being played on a device that has the Xbox logo attached to it, even if it's just by software definition. Unfortunately, PlayStation cannot block their games from Xbox using Steam because Valve and Steam do not allow software or hardware blocking of titles that they host. Remember, when PlayStation sells a game on Steam, they've already sold those rights to Steam, and Steam is hosting the title and giving the majority profit back to PlayStation.
That is such a big brain move by Microsoft. I always thought that they were just going to ruin their branding like they've been doing with their exclusives themselves. Like, if you look at Halo was the biggest thing that they had. Like, hear me out. I said that they had. Halo was the biggest thing they had, and they are ruining it. Well, it's actually already ruined, to be honest. Like, they're not ruining it. It's already ruined. But coming out with Steam, come on now. This is the biggest move that they could have ever made. Like, I was planning on getting a PlayStation 5 for GTA 6, but if they come out with a new console before GTA 6 and it has Steam, I can play with my PC friends that have it on Steam. If it's on Xbox, it'll pretty much be cross-platform. I wouldn't need to get a PS5. That was the whole reason why I wanted to get a PS5, so I could play with my friends that couldn't play cross-platform with Xbox.
PlayStation has no control over who can buy the games or access them after they've been hosted on Steam. Tom Warren of The Verge has been digging into the rumored Xbox Universal Dashboard that has essentially countered an argument with Windows Central Jez Corden, who is also very close to the information about this new Xbox system that might include Steam access. Jez Corden believes that PlayStation will find a way to block access to Xbox users to protect the growth of their upcoming PlayStation 6. Tom Warren believes
unfortunately, they're trying to figure something out.
PlayStation has no right or method to block Xbox. Tom doesn't believe that the new Xbox dashboard will be an API. To me, it seems impossible, since Xbox needs a software platform to run across all of their supported devices universally. Tom Warren said, quote, "There is no Xbox API to PlayStation games on Steam, so there's nothing to block. If Microsoft goes ahead and lists Steam games, in the Xbox app on Windows that will require Steam to be installed on a Windows machine. Sony would need to block Steam on Windows, end quote. Xbox is reportedly building this dashboard on Win32 app, which means you'll essentially have an Xbox console hybrid that runs the full suite of Windows 11, meaning for the first time ever, Xbox would give you access to all of your PC games and all of your console games. That includes Steam, Epic, GOG, Ubisoft, and EA storefronts.
Hey, y'all play Assassin's Creed Shadows? Anybody play it in the chat? Let me know. Because it's either I wanted to play Wukong, bro. And Wukong is only on PlayStation and I think Steam as well, or PC. It's not on Xbox, and I wanted to play it. This whole time I've been wanting to play Wukong, but I can't. Because I only got an Xbox and a PC. But you've never played Shadows? No? Buy it and play it on Steam, yeah. I could do that. And then the other thing was, I saw that people were having problems with the controllers for some reason. Like, I don't know if Sony's doing some kind of thing where they just won't allow anything Xbox to be used. But whenever I saw people were like, people were making YouTube videos on how to connect your controller to play Schedule 1. Schedule 1. What the fuck is Schedule 1?
And even allow you to...
Yo. What was that game with those little tiny robots that you could play with? And then they have like the bosses or that blind old man that walks around. And if you make a noise, he shoots you. I wanted to play that. I wanted to try that game out. But I can't remember what it's called. Repo, that's like what it is.
Microsoft Excel.
That game looks funny.
Utilitarian PC and gaming console.
That game looks funny as hell.
As far as PlayStation trying to block their first-party games from being played on a device identified as an Xbox.
Oh shit!
Honestly, in the near
Tyler,
future,
what's up,
around
bro?
2027,
I
with
just
the
realized the
majority
name.
of PlayStation's games going to PC and some waiting about a year, PlayStation is more third-party than ever before. And their concern over the relatively small Xbox console brand threatening the sales trajectory of a PS6, PlayStation can continue to successfully sell consoles while raking in a large market share of profit by selling their games on PC through Steam and taking
back
a
to work.
majority
All right,
share
bro.
of Xbox fans' money buying
Catch
those
you later.
PlayStation games and accessing them on
Thanks
this
for stopping
new
in.
hybrid Xbox console. A hardware developer that partners with Xbox said, quote, "Those games should still work on any future Windows or Steam OS device. To blacklist a specific CPU or GPU would be very anti-consumer, anti-competitive, and would draw the attention of the FTC. I think it's a contractual question. Those game licenses were sold by Valve. Sony got paid. Customers agreed to the EULA. Can Sony retroactively alter the EULA for games they've already sold and Valve resold? How would Valve feel about that? How do gamers feel about that?"
Bro, Sony is about to turn into one of the biggest villains if they do this. They really will. Like, I feel like not only are you gonna piss off Steam users, you're gonna piss off Steam users, you're gonna piss off gamers in general, Xbox users. They might really shoot themselves in the foot if they try to block all this stuff.
I think it would be a really bad thing to do, and I don't know if they legally can anyway, close quote. The only way PlayStation can effectively block Xbox is by removing Windows Steam support for their games, by forcing their PC customers to switch to Linux on their desktop or laptop using a virtual machine.
Yeah,
or
you know what I'm talking about,
asking them
Gabby.
to switch to Linux
You know what I'm
instead of
saying?
Windows. Of course, PlayStation would never do this to their millions of customers on PC. Xbox has basically created an unstoppable full access gaming platform will allow you to play Xbox games, PC games, and not long after, the brand new PlayStation games. And there is nothing legally or fundamentally that PlayStation can do or will do to stop it. The future of gaming is choice. flexibility, and power of your purchase to play a game that you own where you want and how you want. With convenience or full suite control on your hardware with cross saves, cross progression, and cross.
I apologize if the
stream
is struggling.
Platforms like GOG, Steam, and even Ubisoft allowing their games to cross the borders of console and PC with cross entitlement.
Sometimes
and
it'd be like this.
Progression. But there are major concerns and criticisms that the very company at the helm of bringing gaming to everyone and allowing you access as much as possible is under the stewardship of Microsoft and Xbox, a company that has notoriously failed to truly deliver a user-end experience that can live up to something like Steam.
What the hell is that? Did you hear that in the background? Sound like somebody on the phone.
Microsoft's own Xbox PC app is lacking in functionality and innovation, missing key features that make the Steam storefront so popular. Xbox's own console dashboard has a no-frills, easy-to-use interface, but also has not been super innovative or impressive.
Ooh, Burnout Paradise. I remember that game. So good.
Is that Xbox says they want to give
Fallout
universal access to their games and entitlement, but they've yet to keep consistency across their...
Should we replay Fallout? Like Fallout 3, Fallout... I don't know about Fallout 4. Actually, Fallout 4 wasn't that bad. Fallout 76 Ghoul Within. I haven't played that.
Their own PC storefront and
Gears of War
by staggering releases and failing to continue to build up backward compatibility.
If they bring back all these
not
titles,
showing a record of confidence in a future-proof platform, whether that becomes digital, physical, or outside of hardware. A lot is happening behind the scenes with Phil Spencer himself describing this push to a more pro-consumer platform. The last concern is asking console users to pay for Xbox Live. In the past, Phil Spencer said that paying for online access is an archaic requirement that he'd like to do away with. But Microsoft pulls in about $1 billion of basically free money to charge users to play online just because they say so.
True, they're never going to let that go.
If Xbox is truly a Windows 11 console hybrid PC, Xbox can no longer charge for Xbox Live starting next generation. This means that sometime in 2026 or 27, Xbox would have to completely remove the paywall on Xbox Live to play online, with no compromises, no exceptions, even for people continuing to play on the Xbox Series consoles.
I think Microsoft just can't be afraid of the idea of doing that. Like, if they do that, they can always just make an announcement and say, look, we're going to try this out for like 1 or 2 years, and if it doesn't pan out, we're going to have to roll back subscription-based services. I'm fine with that, because you're already paying for it, right? Or if you game share, you just share a membership. So if they just kind of put it out there and be transparent and say, look, we're going to try something new, and then it's up to y'all if it works or not. So if it doesn't, then we're going to roll it back. I mean, that seems like a fair deal to me.
To transition into next generation. Whether you believe the accounts of the hardware and software developers, Xbox is likely working on a ubiquitous system that brings forward your back-compat games that exist now, while also folding in millions of PC games. All of this stands to benefit you, the gaming consumer, and the platform storefronts that make the money, and that includes PlayStation. The next Xbox console will, in all rights and definitions, still be an Xbox, but will be considered a desktop PC made to play games on a large TV or a super fast monitor. The controversy of future Xbox fans having access to PlayStation games could actually be a push forward for the industry to broaden the scope of available customers and make your gaming purchases more than just one device. Xbox has a long road ahead of them to make all of this come together, and if they're truly working in partnership with the Surface team, Microsoft Gaming, Xbox hardware and software, also working within Steam to get games from PlayStation to make everything work together, this will allow gaming fans to purchase more games from more storefronts and play them wherever they want. And if that's true, the future of Xbox is very, very bright.
That looks like some Elden Ring
Thank
stuff.
you so much for checking out this video. I've been hearing about this Steam thing with Xbox, and Xbox bringing a bunch of PC games and this console hybrid thing, and none of this is confirmed yet. But what we're hearing gets me really excited about opening up the platform, especially Xbox. It's already opened up to everyone else, allowing the customers who are ready to play on the next generation console to have more access to more games, and especially them getting rid of the Xbox Live paywall. I truly think that's something they're going to do if they move forward and make this thing just the same as a PC. But But like I said, I really have to wait and see if Microsoft and Xbox can truly deliver a full suite gaming platform and do it right, because that is so important. If you ended up enjoying this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell to be notified of new content. If you want to further support what we're doing here on the Cole Easter channel, you can hit the join button
the
below.
new Doom
That'll get
game.
you early access to videos. It'll get you monthly merch giveaways.
I can't remember what it's called.
And so much
It's
more.
not Doom
Also, check out
Eternal,
the
is it?
Patreon. I have several tiers there where you can join the club and get early access to videos and so much more. Also, you can get the super class there where you can learn how to do production and get your own channel up and running and live stream and do graphic design and so much more. I do one-on-one training there, so check that out. Check out the X&C podcast. We had a really great show this week. Middle-aged game guy and I.
WVid. I think we're gonna start playing Elden Ring after I get through like an anime reacts. Okay, we're gonna watch one video by Annie News and then probably boot up Elden Ring. So let's see. Yo, if y'all watched the most recent episode of Solo, it was pretty good. They did their thing with it. All right, y'all. Say hi, YouTube. This is going up. Soul Leveling Season 2 extra cut content. How the Ant King became a king. Goto's End and Vigilante Jinwoo.
As we near the final episode of Solo Leveling Season 2, there's a few loose ends that need to be tied up first. There's a bit more to be said with regards to how the Ant King became the king, one final cutscene properly tying up Goto's storyline, then that extra stuff with the serial killer I mentioned a few episodes ago. The latter doesn't really add much to the story, but the former two definitely make these last couple of episodes more engaging, I would say. Like, the full extent of Goto as a character wasn't entirely conveyed, and understanding the Ant King's purpose makes his fight with Sung all the more enjoyable. So, here's an extra episode of cut content to complement these last few episodes.
Bro, to be honest, like, the ants were just really trying to exist. You know? I don't know how they were created or how these beasts were created, but to be honest, they went through a dungeon break. They had their own little island. They wanted to live on their own. I don't know if they had plans to invade other nations and stuff, but it looked like how it was like with AOT, how the humans attacked them first, and then now they got beef. And it just seemed like the Ant King was just trying to stand on business and defend his whole nation, just like how Korea is trying to defend theirs.
But first, it was only a few months ago I showed you guys the coolest Freerin PC to ever hit the market, and now my friends over at Starforge Systems are releasing this. That's right. For those who fell in love with Kaiju
he got a Starforge sponsorship?
Starforge Systems has sponsored this video to show you their brand new officially licensed build with it. So,
that's crazy.
Whether you want to rehouse your PC in this stunning case they've
that
designed,
looks clean,
or get a brand new build featuring top-of-the-line components, the Kaiju aesthetic will be their front and center. It's not just a sticker or vinyl wrap either, but rather an unpeelable UV print printed directly on.
It doesn't look like a lot
itself.
either. It looks pretty good.
The part of all Starforge builds I personally like the most are these interchangeable plate lights allowing you to modify the aesthetic easily. Not a fan of this particular Kaiju image? Swap out to another with a simple push and pull. So you can either get this as a case by itself or purchase the pre-built bundle complete with a desk mat and acrylic wall art too.
Oh, we gotta finish Kaiju too. There's just so many anime to watch.
Free of charge within 30 days if need be. The desk mats, wall arts, and plate lights are all available separately too, so if you're looking for something smaller, there's some really cool accessories. You can check out all this collab has to offer over at starforgepc.com/AnnieNews. But anyway, let's rewind to 1 year before this Korea-Japan team came to Jeju Island.
Okay, this is the first raid, huh?
Was currently going through a crisis since all the life forms which previously served as food was now gone. Her colony, which was now several thousand strong, was, as we saw, resorting to cannibalism in order to feed themselves. This left her and her children one option only, and that was to abandon their current home and seek out a new one. The queen knew she needed to establish a new nation filled with new life forms to feed on. So, if the domination of this island was her first task, then the expansion of her nation overseas was her next. That's when the queen would remember the powerful invaders who stepped on the island 3 times before, leading her to recall the great number of sacrifices she had to make. Though she managed to repel these invaders, the queen wasn't fond of the losses which came as a result. So it was that thought which made her wonder if her children could survive should they encounter those invaders again. This led her to the conclusion that she needed powerful soldiers to lead her children, confirming the direction that she had in mind for them. Now she knew for sure exactly how she wanted to evolve them.
So that pretty much like answers my question about somewhat that the food source is gone. I mean, there's fish everywhere. Like, the ants can swim, right? Like, man, the ants can fly. Probably not. Yeah, ants can swim. Can't they? Ants can swim. They pretty much float. They could have.
Fast forward to half.
They could have fed off some fishes and shit. Ooh. Pause again, because if you watch the fight with Jinwoo, the most recent episode, spoilers. The most recent episode, spoilers. This is your last warning, spoilers. Jinwoo, he got poisoned by the king ant because he was eating wildlife that was on or around the island that had poison. So they could have really just done the same thing unless they needed to feed off like high level characters, you know what I'm saying, so that they can get their power levels up. Like maybe they feed off magic and shit, so they're like, ooh, they're like, these hunters, they're more nutritious than these fish. So that's why they sent the other ant to go find another nation.
Zest, along with the nutrients she absorbed from all her meals, the queen was able to give birth to a new life. She had created what she believed was the greatest weapon she could come up with, one specifically designed to deal with any strong humans it came across. So, it was the queen's determination to create this soldier, combined with its original order of killing all humans it clearly heard in its head, that created the monster which would eventually become the Ant King.
Okay.
It was a terrifying
kill all
creature
humans. I
born
did not
with
know
the
that.
iconic skill we all know as gluttony. So, just as how it works in Tensura, by consuming its opponents, this super ant could turn the magic energy and knowledge of those it feeds on into its own. It was a power it came to understand very quickly, and as a result began devouring a lot of its fellow ants. The queen had no problem with such an act taking place, since with its goal and hers being very much aligned, the queen was totally fine sacrificing a few to save the many. So, as this new ant grew stronger day after day, it didn't take long for it to exceed her own power. The queen's other children would also grow into the army she envisioned, and soon enough she knew they'd be ready for that expansion mission. It was before their ranks could be completed, though, that the human invaders would step foot on her island again. Sure, this time it was a smaller force than usual, but now they were significantly stronger than the last time they came. This was a move the queen could only laugh at, though, since to her this new arrival was the perfect opportunity to test the powers of him. She wouldn't just unleash her newly evolved army, but also the super ant she had created to lead them. Now, it wasn't very surprising this super ant would complete his first mission.
They really got fucked up.
Expected, but what was the fact that by the time he had returned, the queen had already been defeated by another group of invaders. It was in that moment that the super ant only felt anger, leading him to express said anger on the convenient punching bags that just so happened to be right next to him. He would then kill the self-proclaimed king of the humans, systematically annihilate all of its subordinates, then devour their heads until it would gain the ability to reason. It was once it had gained this ability to think that this super ant began to question its very sense of self. It's unclear whether that message of kill all humans could still be heard, but at the very least it now had a higher level of sentience. So, where before this ant was just a soldier of the queen, now it knew it needed a new identity. The queen was dead and he alone believed himself capable of leading the queendom's remaining soldiers. It was when the super ant thought about it like that
he looks so much cooler right here. Not gonna lie, whenever he was born red, looked cool as fuck. Here too, looks cool as hell. He looks so much better in the manhwa than he does in the anime. But it's because I don't think they have the ability to. Yes, they do. They just had to take a lot more time, but they just don't have the ability to like draw out the panels over and over and over and over and over again like this.
Only one word came to.
It's not like Studio Ghibli, you know.
To him, the only title befitting him was king. This wasn't an empty, self-proclaimed title either, as not only did this king have an army which would heed its every order, it also killed the supposed king of the enemies he was up against. So if that wasn't enough to satisfy the requirements to become a king, then the Ant King had no problem proving it other ways. He had zero doubt this title was his alone, and to prove it, he was happy to accept any attempts which would challenge that. Funnily enough, it was shortly after that the Ant King would detect a power far greater than any he'd detected before. Out coming from where his queen was slain was a fierce wave of aura emanating directly from it. It was a level of power this king knew could very well threaten himself. So, as the Ant King thought carefully about who it was this calamitous feeling was coming from, he would venture forward fully intent on challenging another king. He knew whatever he was detecting was clearly not the aura of some regular foot soldier. Now, this isn't the video to talk about the battle which came next, so I'm instead going to focus on what happened with Goto. You see, yes, he was killed as quickly as we saw in the anime, but the shock factor of such an outcome was significantly greater in the manhwa. The reason why that is because until now, Goto was supposed to be built up to be super powerful. Like, back at the airport, he described himself as equal to China's #1 hunter Liu, then in the meeting
They really did, like, make him, the anime made him look like he was just as strong as Junwoo. Like, they didn't even put the whole fear in there. Like, we saw that. They didn't put the whole little fear aspect that he thought he was going to get his head lopped off by Junwoo. They wanted to make him look like he was stronger than he is.
with Chairman Go, we find out his true intention for the raid was to become a national level hunter. This implies his power is already up there with the national level hunters, which for context is leagues above what S ranks are now. In fact, there's a possibility that a couple national level hunters are currently stronger than Sung. So, this entire time we're led to believe Goto is at that level too, up until two very specific moments. The first is during his fight with Sung, where at the end we're shown Sung instilled the fear of death into him. If Goto truly was at the national level, then the fight
he would have been able to handle that.
More even. There is the chance Sung at this point is stronger than the national level though, so as a reader it's not unlikely to consider this an exception. Where our expectations for Goto are completely reset are here in a cutscene involving the comments of this captain. You see, this is a high-ranking officer within the Chinese Navy. He's currently captaining one of the ships right outside the waters of Jeju Island, watching closely the raid going on with Japan and Korea. For someone as experienced as him, he knew right away why it was Japan was participating in this raid. It was abundantly clear that Japan wanted to make Goto a national level hunter, a title which required the completion of an S-rank gate. This was a goal the captain knew Goto could never achieve, since even if he did complete the gate, the captain stated Goto's power still wouldn't even be close to Liu's. As much as Goto wanted to think he was, and as much as the manhwa and novel tried to portray it as such, it's here we find out Goto doesn't even come close to a national level hunter. So, this narrative in which Goto constantly touted himself as being uber strong was now being dismantled by someone who knew the power of a true national level hunter.
That's a dangerous game too. Like, why are you gonna fake that you're a national level hunter? It's like joining the NBA and then claiming that you're just as good as like LeBron and Steph, you know, like the greats and shit. How are you gonna do that? It's gonna show. Like, it's gonna show that you're not like that.
As someone who's seen their power firsthand,
All Might.
It was clear as day to the captain that Goto still had a long way to go. So, this is a scene I found to be pretty impactful since it directly precedes Goto's fight with the Ant King. Here we would have thought Goto would at least give the Ant King a run for his money, but with the captain resetting our expectations for him, it makes us so much more uncertain about it. We start to think maybe he wasn't as powerful as we initially thought.
He wasn't.
Combine that with the ominous fact Japan's S ranks were dropping like flies, and what you get is the straight-up execution of Goto at the hands of the Ant King. It's a shocking outcome considering all we were led to believe before it. Now, if you're wondering why Goto called himself the king in the first place, well, that was an answer that stemmed from Japan's true plans for Korea. If you watched this extra cut content here, you'd know in the novel Matsumoto intended to build an empire. He planned to eliminate Korea's S-ranks via the Jeju Island raid, then intended to move in with his own and take this weakened Korea over. It was
Snake.
the first step
He
towards
tried to
building
snake
a
him.
massive empire for himself. Goto was Matsumoto's right-hand man, and as the powerful leader spearheading Matsumoto's efforts, Goto fully believed himself to be the only viable person to assume Matsumoto's throne. So, when the Ant King came asking if he was the king, Goto's hubris couldn't help but agree with him. What happened next was the same mistake Goto made just a few days ago, since what he assumed was the Ant King's full power was actually just the smallest tip of the iceberg. The moment Goto revealed he was the king, the Ant King went to unleash its true power. It had unveiled an aura Goto had only sensed once before. It was an aura of death he unfortunately wouldn't be so lucky as to evade this time.
And they didn't even go into detail on that, bro. They just off-screened him. I mean, if they off-screened him in the manga, they just didn't even give a whole lot of detail. They just showed the sword break, which one of the homies said, this is the Rivers of Blood. Like, he used Elden Ring Rivers of Blood. I think, bro, if you want to play a solo leveling game, play Elden Ring. I'm telling you. Elden Ring is the closest you will get to solo leveling. You could literally summon. You can summon like 8 shield guards. You can summon. You can't summon a dragon yet, but I'm pretty sure in the next one you can summon a dragon. You can summon, bro, dude. You can summon the bosses you beat. Some of them, I think. Yeah. You can summon. You can summon yourself. Imagine if Junwoo can make a copy of himself. It's over. If he can make a shadow of himself, it's over.
I personally found it strange the anime decided to make that connection, since everything which would have given context to it wasn't included at all. We never got to see that feeling of death from his fight with Sung, and we definitely didn't see him struggle with the trauma
Japan
of it after.
didn't want that happening.
So for the anime to show that feeling yet not have any context before it, well, it kinda cheapens the reveal that this ant from Goto's perspective is as powerful as Sung. Either way, this was one of the many points reiterating the fact the Ant King and Sung were very much alike. Cha stated it herself last episode, mentioning how fighting the ant would be like fighting Sung. So, with Goto reaffirming that notion too, it creates the idea that Sung versus the Ant King is almost like Sung fighting himself. Now, there were a couple scenes left out regarding Sung before the raid, but
Those some
considering how it
shitty
deals with
push-ups.
his guild and the operations within said guild,
How Sung gonna be that strong with that low range of motion push up, bro?
It's likely to be in the. There were a couple scenes left out regarding.
Look at them push-ups.
But considering how it deals with his guild and the
Hell
operations
nah.
within said guild, it's likely to be in the first few episodes of season 3. They're not that big of a deal to know right now, but for the purists out there, feel free to skip ahead to here. That's where I'll start talking about the whole left-out serial killer plotline. I won't go too deep into what happened with Sung and Jinho here, but essentially Jinho had found an office for Sung to operate his guild out of. It was a massive space that went against what Sung had in mind because both were operating under 2 completely different assumptions. Where Jinho believed Sung wanted a guild that could eventually surpass the White Tiger Guild, Sung really just wanted the 2 of them. He hadn't yet told Jinho he wasn't going to recruit anyone. He decided not to tell him now either, since with all the work Jinho was putting in, it would probably break his heart to hear it. So, out of consideration for Jinho and all his efforts, Sung agreed to let him sign the lease despite knowing such a big space would go mostly unused.
Okay.
It's not like he couldn't afford it, and if it meant Jinho could live his dreams for just a little longer, then Sung was fine to go along with that. The one thing Sung did need to consider properly, though, was the mandatory 3rd member every guild needed. Since he was the guildmaster and Jinho the vice guildmaster, that meant they needed at least 1 employee. It was a rule likely set in place to align with the minimum rate.
Sung already created a guild of his own. And they failed to mention that?
Team requirements of 3. So, as Sung considered who it was that could fill this position, he was surprised to find every person who came to mind was a woman. Since the condition was a hunter who didn't actually want to work as a hunter, there were a couple he knew that could actually fill the vacancy quite nicely. It was before Sung would make that decision, though, that Jinho would also mention how a certain foreigner was looking for him. We don't know who it is or what they wanted, but what we do know is that they spoke English.
It was that
a
national
peculiar
level
bit of
dude.
news, to say the least, since to try and contact him through Jinho
All
was a
Might.
move that required quite a lot of research. It's not like Jinho and Sung were publicly associated, so to know they could get to Sung through him was, well, very thorough of them. Thorough enough to garner Sung's interest. It was after this that Sung would get a ping from one of his shadows, bringing us to his encounter with the serial killer. If you remember how I mentioned in one of my previous videos, a killer on the loose was actually one of the reasons Sung instituted a neighborhood watch in the first place. His neighborhood was dark and had a lot of secluded alleyways, so it really wasn't the safest environment for Jinna to walk home at night in. So, just as Sung had suspected, it wasn't long before a young college student was about to fall prey to that killer. The novel actually presents the encounter from her perspective, starting with the uncomfortable moments when she first realized she was being followed. A short game of cat and mouse would then proceed after, then when the killer eventually decided to make his move, he would pull a knife then force the girl into one of those secluded alleyways I was talking about.
I feel like they're gonna put this in the next episode, the last episode of the season. I feel like they're gonna squeeze that in. Like they're gonna do like a flashback or something, you know?
Here there were no cameras at all, which was the core reason the killer preferred this neighborhood so much. The risk presented to him was for the most part minimal. At least that was until Sung's patrol came around. So, it was right as the killer was about to strike that Sung would catch his knife barehanded. The lack of blood should have been enough to show the killer the type of person he was dealing with, but for some reason that conclusion just evaded him. He'd even tried to pull the knife away with all his might, but despite the knife not budging at all, the killer somehow just didn't get it. He would simply abandon the knife, then run to the vacant lot that he normally used as his killing ground. It was here the killer would launch a successful sneak attack, not because Sung was caught off guard, but rather because Sung didn't see the need to dodge it. So, what the killer thought was a direct hit to Sung's chest, instead turned out to be yet another absurd display of physical durability. Now, had the killer been able to sense magical energy, then he would have known why his weapons didn't do anything. Once again, though, the word hunter completely evaded him. It was then that Sung would ask why the killer was doing this, simply out of curiosity to know his motivations.
It
was a
doing
question
it.
that went to change the killer's perception of him, since where before he believed Sung to be this weird vigilante patrolling the streets, now he was getting the feeling that perhaps he was someone just like him. He began to think perhaps Sung was a madman with whom he might be able to form some type of understanding with. So, in a wild gamble that aligned with his thoughts, the killer decided to answer Sung's question honestly. He said the reason he did what he did was because it was fun. He couldn't explain why beyond that, but what he did know was that for some reason whenever he saw someone weaker than himself, he just wanted to go and torment them. That was all Sung needed to hear, as before the killer could go on to say any more, Sung would slice open the tendons on both his legs. Though he felt he could somewhat relate to what the killer was saying, that didn't stop him from dishing out retribution. So, with the killer immobilized and going nowhere, Sung would take his phone, call 911, then tell the killer to hand himself in by midnight. Should he choose not to, then the orc placed in his shadow was ordered to kill him. Sung honestly wasn't sure whether the orc could be that patient, but he hoped the killer would live so that he could at least repent for his sins for the rest of his life. Sung would then leave completely satisfied, not because he saved a girl from being killed, but rather because Shadow Exchange had showed its effectiveness yet again. The skill was proving its convenience more and more every time he used it. It was the most Sung Jinwoo response that you could get from a situation like this. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the extra stuff I missed. You can expect the next episode soon, so if you want to see that, then be sure to subscribe. Now, before I go, don't forget to check out the Starforge Systems Kaiju No. 8 collab. Not only does this limited time PC look absolutely incredible, but you can also get the desk mats and wall arts completely separate too. So, if you're a fan of the series and want to enhance your gaming setup with it, then check out what's available at starforgepc.com/anynews. A huge thanks to them again for sponsoring this video. Until next time though.
Peace.
Ciao.
That's a good ad video. So, takeaways, bro. We haven't seen the whole Sung catches the killer scenes. And if they completely cut those out, I wonder how many chapters that would have been. Like, how many chapters did they just cut out to just show how useful his skills are. It just kind of shows like more depth to his power, but and just how much of like he is like Batman, you know. But if they don't want to put it in there, I feel like that's just Japan hating. Japan on some hating ass boy. All right, I want to play. I think I want to play some Elden Ring. Let's see. What? 16-year-old girl wakes up every day thinking it's June 11th. What? Oh my God, it's Young Mooj. This is what's keeping Halo alive. Okay. Let's see here, boy. Oh, I need to finish My Hero too. They got the final trailer. Nah. One Piece Egghead Island Part 2 official trailer. Hold up. I gotta watch this. I gotta look at the official trailer.
Egghead から脱出せよ。お前らは全滅だ。やめられたもんだな。降伏しなよ、麦わら。夜明けの向こう。2年前の100倍強えぞ。歴史的な破壊事件じゃぞ。
Bro, we about to get some peek back. Oh shit, I forgot about Snake Man. Oh, that's it. That's it. That's all the trailer is. That's fine. That's fine. I don't want to see too much. I never have a problem with that. Like, don't show too much in the trailers. Luffy versus Kizaru already looks insane. Yes, it does. Oh, man. Haven't cried in a while. Oda requires his sustenance. Yep. All right. What else we got? Okay. You know what? I think we're going to boot up Elden Ring for a little bit, okay? I think so. I think so. Or nah. I want to get some games at Halo in. Yeah, I want to get some Halo in. What? Sure. All right, hold on, y'all. We're gonna get some Halo in. I want to see if I still got it. Hold up. Hold up. I had just changed my password and I had forgot. Okay. All right. We're in there. We in there. You can't still have it if you never had it? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Look, Butter. We all know that I had and still have the sauce. Okay? I don't know about you. I think you fell off. I really do think you fell off as like one of the greatest gamers in our group, bro. I think you fell off. I think you're washed. Butter, you might be washed, Butter. Unfortunately. I've always praised you as one of those type where it's like they can just get on any game and then somehow be good at it. But I think those days are gone. I think you leaving to the Philippines, you know, falling in love, like, I think you lost it. Oh. That ain't no rage bait. That ain't no rage bait either. I'm making a mess, bro. Hey, what y'all sipping on? Damn, the truth hurts. The truth doesn't have to hurt, bro. You just gotta accept it. So I'm gonna show you how to go positive in Halo. I haven't played Halo in probably what? It's gotta been like at least 2 months. I haven't played like a game of Halo in like 2 months. But yo, what bevs y'all sipping on? I'm sipping on some honey, water, and calamansi. I understand why those campers camp now. I'll never understand why campers camp. Bro, like, I feel like the problem is the kids that have been playing, what's it called? The kids that have been playing Apex, they rolled over to like every other game, and it's just been impossible to be like, impossible to be on some shit. But I don't know if you've seen the news, Butter. We got YouTube partner, bro. We hit the first step of our YouTube partner program. Man, it's a long time coming. All right. Properties. Hold on. Here we go. This has been a minute. Did they change my mind? No, I'm gonna just keep. Wait, what? I need to be able to see. So, wait. Oh, okay, I thought I lost everything. Twitch subbing. I have it right now. You can. So I think it's like in the top right. It's somewhere. I've seen it somewhere. Like last night, I set up. I had to get it approved. So last night I got approved. My like one membership badge. It was for a 1 month sub. I got that badge approved, and I was trying to do my 2 month, 3 month, 6 month, and 12 month badges, but they weren't compatible for it wasn't a 1-to-1 aspect ratio, which was like 32 by 32. I gotta go redo all of that, but I got one approved, and I got an emote approved, and I set my perks for YouTube comment priority. So that's with my first YouTube membership, or if you sub, that's what you get. So I think I set that one for like $2.99, I think. And because there's some that you can't like set it to exactly what you want. They're already like pre-selected. So you can either do like 99 cents for however things you want them to have. So I just felt like I would just do $2.99 since I had 3 things that I put up there, but I was trying to put a bunch of stuff, so everybody could get it. But yeah, that's step 1. Step 1 is like super chats, donations, and stuff like that. So I think I don't know, man. I have a donation button somewhere, but I gotta figure that out. I gotta figure out how that works. Maybe I can look it up right now, but if I go to my page, bro, it's a grind, bro. Like, I'm up editing videos every night, and it's just kind of crazy to see it pay off. Like, I was stressing so much. I was stressing so hard, like, whenever it said to apply for partnership, and I was like, oh my God. I was like, hopefully everything gets approved, because it was saying, like, if you're a music channel, you can't get approved for the partner program. If you have more copyrighted content on your channel than uncopyrighted, or if you have more copyrighted content than stuff that you've made yourself, that takes you out of it as well. So I was like, because I'm a reaction channel pretty much over a gaming channel, and clearly I'm not making the animes, just reacting to them, and then kind of added my own personality and flair to them. I was just wondering if YouTube would be like, no, we can't approve that. I was sweating, bro. I was like, I can't have all of this hard work I did. Like, I was going to figure it out anyway. Like, even if they told me, like, hey, we can't approve you now, but you can reapply and then maybe do something different, I was like, let me try that. All right. YouTube. I've heard people say that they do shadow ban, but I've never felt a shadow ban like I have from what's it called? From Instagram, bro. Instagram shadow banned the fuck out of me. Yeah. Yeah, but if you are streaming copyrighted material that you shouldn't be streaming, you get a warning from YouTube Studio. Like, it'll tell you your stream is green and excellent, and then it'll go yellow, and I'll always see it too. I always see it when it turns yellow, and it'll tell you like, hey, is like you're streaming copyrighted material that isn't allowed. Is like either you take it off and do something else, or they take the stream down up until you learn the lesson or whatever. So, yeah. It's happened to me once. I was really testing the waters and I was really testing the waters, and I was like watching that episode of One Piece, thinking that me turning the opacity down and then taking the borders off and then making it, small, and then having my screen as the main. Whoa, wait. Hold on. My mic connected to something else. Sorry. Hold on. All right, sorry. But yeah, YouTube, they pretty much took my screen. It was pretty much Toei Animation was like, hey, this is copyrighted material. You can't be streaming this, so we're taking it down. But I've been shadow banned by Instagram, and that was terrible. Like, they weren't showing my posts at all, really. Like, I went from being able to like show my posts to a good amount of my followers, and I would be getting, on average between like 100 and like 500 likes between posts. And then I got shadow banned for quote unquote bullying, allegedly, because someone or a troll like came into my DMs and was trying to like, you know, say a bunch of stuff. And I was like, if you keep talking, I was like, I'm going to put your messages on my story so everybody can see it. And then, you know, they kept yapping about it and I put it on my story. And then I guess he sent my story or reported it to Instagram for like internet bullying. And then they took that down. But really all I did was post the messages that he was saying to me. And I guess some of the people that followed me went at him and then he didn't like that. And then, you know, I got shadow banned for bullying. Which, I mean, yeah. Like, I get shadow banned for putting somebody for leaking somebody else's DMs when they're like, you know, talking mad shit. And the reason why I like put it out there is because I didn't really care that they was like talking about me, but they was trying to talk about, you know, Ching here and there. And then I was like trolling them and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let everybody see like how you act in, you know, like in a private setting. So let me try this search again. All right. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, and I didn't really know I was shadow banned until somebody had posted a YouTube video and it got served to me. And they were like, here's how you know if you've been shadow banned. And it was like, go to your settings and then see if you have any like reports on your account, and because like YouTube won't even let you know, like they'll just not YouTube, Instagram won't even let you know that you had like been reported or you had a strike on your profile or whatever. And so I went and looked and I was like, wow, I have a strike. That's why my posts aren't being shown. So yeah, like I cuss the most on live, but whenever I edit my videos and post them on my channel, I try to censor them out as much as possible, which is another thing that I wanted to do when I was applying for the partner program. It's because I didn't want that to be a reason as to why they wouldn't want to put ads on my videos. So I was like, let me get that sorted out. Hold up. Oh, I'm not hearing any audio. Uh-oh. Hold on, gang. I am not hearing nothing. I don't know why. I can't hear any audio. I can't hear anything. I have no comms. I have no not comms. Hold up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, we're playing deaf here.
We've lost a teammate. Enemy there.
I really cannot hear a thing.
They're close.
No, I can't hear. I don't know why I don't have audio. I can't even hear my shots, bro. I'm letting my team down. Oh my god, I can't hear anything, dude. I don't have any audio. There's literally no point for me having a headset on. No! Oh boy. Is that somebody? Oh, it is. Uh-oh. Okay, he's down.
Double kill. Enemy halfway to victory.
Oh! Damn. I have no audio. Sweet.
Gained the lead.
Move that back. Oh shit! What are we? 5 and 7. Oh my god. What? There's gotta be.
Enemy team nearing victory.
I just had audio too. I might have to like kill the game and then open it back up. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I was checking if my shit was turned down. Nope, everything's up.
Keep your head down.
Am I selling? Yeah, I'm selling. I'm selling, bro. 5 and 9. Yeah, I should probably hide. Huh. I'm selling hard. Game over. Damn, bro. I have no fucking audio. Wow. Am I washed? Am I washed? Hold on. I might have to kill the game. Hold on, let me see if I can hear, like... Like, why can't I hear anything? Bro, what is going on? What is going on here? Do I gotta restart my console? Or my PC? Or what? What is this? I'm so lost. I am so lost. Is default sound set to headphones? So I go to open sound settings, choose your output device, headphones, yeah. What if I switch it to? Nope. That's I can see the audio moving like in OBS. Like everything was just fine. Volume mixer? Headphones, high definition audio, set. Oh boy. Well. Like I can't hear anything. I can't hear this video. They're plugged in, bro. They're plugged in here. I'm about to put it in the jack. Plug it in. I can hear it connected. Let me see. Still can't hear anything. Let me try it. Let me put these wireless ones in. Let me see if I can. Let me see if this will. Bluetooth. This one said it's about 60%. Okay, I got audio now. For some reason, this isn't working. For some reason, this is wired. I've had this problem before. I was playing Ready or Not, and it didn't work for some reason. So let's try this again. I literally went negative, no audio. Let's try this one more time. Let me see if I can get bronze. Ray's video on IG. Is this Ray in the military? Hold on. Hold on. I didn't see it. I didn't watch his video. They sent me a code to log in real quick. I just started it, but I paused it to watch it with you. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me put it on. Where's the code? Hold on, I'm just trying to send a code. There we go. 296. All right, logging into IG real quick. I haven't been on IG on my computer in a minute, so I had to like load it for me. Okay, let me make sure nothing's getting shown on here. Dude, I can't believe Ray's got 1.5 million, bro. Okay, I'm about to share screen. All right. This one right here? Is this man in war right now? What the fuck? Are you there? I'm about to play it. All right. This nigga is not. What the fuck? Dude, this trailer would go hard.
Trouble sleeping? You should be out celebrating.
Everything was great.
Yo,
But, you know, I'm
he's
back.
back.
to one.
Everyone thinks you've been drafted.
What you here for?
You've been gone for some months. And I have some important documents and files that you may want to see.
What's this?
Visa granted.
Pulled a few strings. Your file was on the wrong cabinet.
But how? I'm not ready yet.
Bro.
You have a lot to catch up on, Ray. You've been missing out. There's a passport and visa waiting for you at your apartment. Think about it.
Yo, this is good. Wow. Dude, that's crazy. Holy shit. Ray's back, dude. How long has he been gone for? Has it been like a year? That's crazy. Wow. Dude. Fuck, what was Samuel L. Jackson's name in that? Nick Fury. We had Kai Fury. We got Kai Fury. And Ray's gonna be back, bro. That stream's gonna be big, dude. That I can't imagine how much that whole production was. Like all those extras, having them explosions. It was good. I saw you liked it. I saw you liked it, Ching. Whoa! Was there no announcement date? There was no announcement date for that. Captain Taiwan. Captain Taiwan. That's what I was thinking. Like Captain America, because he punched the bag out, right? Because Captain America did that too. He punched the bag like hella far. Captain Taiwan. So we got Captain Atlanta, Captain Taiwan. Now, look, I'm going on record right now. I bet whenever Duke and Ray meet back up again, they're gonna call each other that. They gonna dap each other up. He gonna say Captain. No day now. It's just a trailer. In an Adidas commercial. I'm not sure if he's sponsored by Adidas or Nike, because Kai's got a Nike deal, and I know Rage has an Adidas deal because he lost the Nike deal because of some unfortunate circumstances. But I bet Ray and Duke are gonna meet up with each other, call each other Captain Atlanta and Captain Taiwan. That's funny. That is funny. I low-key cannot wait. I feel like it's gonna probably be in the next. It's got to be within a week. Okay, so he was in an Adidas commercial. I'm gonna have to look that up too. Hold up. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Butter. Ray in the new Adidas ad. Is it on Ray's channel? Or is it on Adidas? Oh, the trailer is on his channel too. The wait is over, official trailer. Well, we're going to be waiting some more because he didn't tell us an official drop. Like, it's right here. I might just go ahead and rewatch it since it's on YouTube, since I just watched it on Instagram. Wait, I don't have audio again. What's going on? Hey, Butter. Why is it as soon as I boot up Halo, I don't have audio? Bro, what the Well, looks like I'm going to be asking DeepSeek or something real quick. Why is doing this? Let's see. Let's see if I can get to the bottom of this. Every time I boot up Halo, I have no audio. Go to settings on here. All right. All right, let me back out of here. All right. I want to just back out. So settings, audio. I don't hear anything. I can see it. my god, dude. Hold up. I'm pushing. Hold on, I'm pushing. Bro, okay. All right. I'm in my open sound settings. I'm in sound settings. And right now it says choose output device and it's on my headset. Okay. All right. Halo Infinite, like mini games, may take exclusive control over your audio device, muting other sources. Right click on volume icon in the taskbar sounds. Okay, sounds. Disable the audio that's not working and re-enable it. Okay. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Bro. Playback. Okay. All right. All right. Disable. Enable. Disable. Enable. Hold on. Let me see if I could show y'all what I'm looking at real quick. Check for sound. Okay, so I'll cut the game out. I cut the game. So this is where I'm at. So these two right here. I'm about to load the game up again. See, I wouldn't have this problem if I was on a console whenever I start this up. Cause I turn, okay, so. Or do I turn one of them off? Do I leave both of them on? Okay, I hear it. I hear something. You see it moving. You saw it moving. I can hear it. Now it's gonna stop. I can hear it. I can hear it. It's loading. It's still loading. I can hear it now, but it's gonna stop. It's gonna cut out. And the headphones my headphone has power. It's got 60% battery. Okay. I don't know if y'all hear that. I hear that. I still have some audio. I can't hear that. Why is it doing that? Like what y'all are hearing, I cannot hear that. I can see it moving on OBS. Like the countdown, I can't hear it. My volume on my keyboard is turned all the way up. Like I scrolled it all the way up. I have no audio.
Take down your targets quickly.
I can't hear it.
30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds remaining.
I cannot hear this. Whenever the game started up and it was like, oh, I could hear it. And then whenever I hit enter, I can hear it initializing enter. And then as soon as the game's on, I can't hear it. I can't hear these shots.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Now,
You
if I
continue to raise the bar, Spartan.
hold on,
Keep
let me
it up.
disable headset. Okay. Okay, I hear it. I hear it. Wait. Oh, that fixed it. That fixed it. That fixed it. That fixed it. I can hear it. I have sound. I have sound. Y'all, thank you. Disconnect the headphones and connect it back. We got it. We figured it out. Butter figured it out. Butter and Alex helped me figure this shit out. All right, so now we can actually go play a game and go positive. You feel me? Okay. All right, going to the store. All right, bud. Hey, let me get a drink. $150. You what? $150? Y'all, bro, that's y'all. You scamming right now. You scamming, bro. Or twerk on stream? No, you scamming now. You hella scamming. You taxing like crazy. Hell nah. Hey, Butter, give me some. Let me get a honey bun. Let me get a honey bun. Let me get a honey bun. Take your cutout now. Hey, look. Once I hit phase 2 monetization, and we make it, yo, we all eating good. We gonna take the private jet. You know what I'm saying? Look. I say, you know, like, so how long did it take me to hit monetization? It took me about, I think about under 2 years. I think under 2 years. It took me this long to hit it. So 10 years, we gonna be in the PJ. 8 more years. When, not if. Yeah. I gotta change it up. Look, because the way I think about it, right, is like, hey, Derek, which one do you think you could do? Do you think that you can do YouTube and stream and make content for 10 years? Or could you go to med school, do the bar, become a surgeon, lose extra hours of sleep, money, go into debt, and become a doctor or a surgeon after 10 years? I was like, I don't know if I could do that one. But I can make content and stream and do all of that for 10 years straight. I can do that. I can do it for 30 years. So, we gonna be in the PJ. All my homies in the PJ. This is the worst map for me, bro. Alright. Let's just go ahead and get it.
Gain the lead. Double kill.
Oh my god, I just hit body shot. Oh, I got popped. Projects? What do you mean? Do I have any like projects in the making right now? No. I got a bunch of videos like in the backlog though. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm washed. I'm washed. I'm washed. Oh my god. Oh. Big dog saved my life. Oh my god. Hold up. Are we... We're still up though. We're still up. We're still up. Trying to hit the flank, huh? Oh my god. What's my melee button? What's my melee button? Alright, bro.
Lost the lead.
Ooh, I'm cooked.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Oh my god. I'm washed. What? Yo, that's bullshit, bro. That was straight headshot, bro. Oh, hell nah. Dog, this is cheating me, bro. Oh! Okay, we warmed up. I think we warm. No, no, no! Okay. We even? Oh my, who shot me, bro? Who just shot me?
Enemy team nearing victory.
Oh my god. Oh my god. 7 and 12? I know it ain't me, like. Alright, we got this. 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 Oh, bro, I hit melee. Dude, I hit the beat down. Are you kidding me? Bro. That wasn't my fault. I went even. That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. All right, bruh. Yo. Oh my god. Come on.
Slayer.
Let me get a game, bro. Let me get a win, bro. Let me get a dub, bro. Are we literally on the same map? Oh no, it's a different map. Oh, this is the pit. This nigga's behind me, bro.
Lost the lead.
Bro, hold on. Low key, this. I don't know. I'm gonna turn this light off. Oh, I'm too black. Hold up. might be washed. Bro, let me
Gave the lead.
Another one down.
Dude, my shots are connecting, dog. What the fuck? Bro, this game is trying me, bro. This game is trying me right now, bro. Am I going to play Elden Ring? I might get on tonight and play it. You trying to watch some Elden Ring gameplay? Gabby, you trying to see some Elden Ring?
Halfway to victory.
All right. I'm gonna get on Elden Ring later then. Cause I gotta go to the gym later. You feel me? You feel me, Gabby? Gotta hit that gym. That was an exchange, bro. That was an exchange. Man, fuck all that. That was an exchange, bro. We're deep in enemy territory. Oh my god!
Victory.
Ooh.
Killing spree.
Ah! I seen him! I seen him! Come on, bruh. Come on. I see him! I see him! See that, Playboy Cardi. See I see him! I see him right there. Alright. We got the dub. Finally, bro. We got 2 losses, 1 win. We broke even last game. We went -2 the game before. Where are my teammates? Non-existent. You feel me? You feel me? Non-existent. Look at it. Look at me, bro. Look at me, bro. 12-9. 4 assists. Killing spree. Seal. Look, we just gotta win 2 more matches. We got 2 more placement matches, and we'll find out where we're at. I think for as bad as, you know, like teammates that they've been giving me, they might put me in diamond. I mean, not diamond. They might put me in gold, bruh. They gonna put me in gold. I'm telling you. They gonna put me in gold. So I need to go. I need to win these next 2 games. I need to win, and I need to go positive. If I go positive, I feel like if I get 20 kills one game, and go clear positive, and then win the next one, they're gonna put me in diamond, or they're gonna put me in like gold 5. You feel me? Or like gold 6. All right. See ya.
Anxiety, so it's working me just a later.
Slay.
Like in my vein.
Hello?
You know, I get my reading break, and my, you know. And then I get my anxiety, so I have to like kind of move. But she was really, really sweet. We talked for a little bit, and I just kind of stopped. So I think she took the cue, you know. I mean, relaxing too. Sure. You know.
All right, Derek, you're not gonna get it, bro. Come on. I need to get these placement matches. Oh my god, I hate this map, bro. See ya.
Enemy Spartans closing in.
My like a little wider, like.
Spartan down.
I forgot how to tag. How do you tag again? Anybody know how to tag? Oh, they spawn right in front of me.
Gain the lead.
Ooh.
Double kill.
Got him. Got him. See ya. Oh, I'm getting shot in the back. Bro, come on, bro. See ya. We're 3-2. 4-2. Yeah.
Double kill.
Top mid.
Ah, he's right next to me. Damn. Bro, what? Dude, these fucking spawns got me. See ya.
Halfway to victory.
These spawns got me fucked up. See ya. Oh my god. Alright, I might have just camped, bro. I'm finna camp. Got one. Oh, I got stuck on a fucking wall. Stuck on a wall.
There's one coming in behind you.
Oh my god, dude. What the fuck? Dude, are those not headshots? Somebody, please. Are those not headshots, bro? Like, bro, that's clean shots.
Nearing victory.
Clean shots. Bro. Oh, I got him. Okay, cool. 12 and 8. 12 and 8. Three more. Got him.
Double kill.
Game.
Spectacular. Victory.
Pack him up, boy. Pack him up, boy. I know I still got it. I knew I still got it. I knew I still got it, boy. The game do feel rigged, bro. I straight smacked 3 people in the head, and it told me it didn't, bro. Are you kidding me? Look at that. I was shooting for 20 kills. I was shooting for 20 kills, but we went 14. We got 14. Look at that. 50, bro, what? 54% accuracy, bro. 14 and 8. Come on now. Let me. How's everybody accuracy looking? Did I have the worst or the best accuracy out of the teams? Okay, our dude has 62%, 37, 36, 34, 37. Like, bro, how did shots hit? 23, bro. I was hitting him in the head. All right, let's get one more. We got one more for our placement. We got one more match. So right now, we are 2 wins, 2 losses. We got to get one more. Also, in some other news, I ordered my bonnet, you know, cause when I be waking up in the morning, sometimes my hair is just all in my face. So y'all might be getting some, you know, like some bonnet streams, like some bonnet videos, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be having a bonnet on. You feel me? I'm gonna have the bonnet on, you feel me? But let's look at that game. Wait. Steaktacular. That's always good. We had three dubs. Kill 5 enemies with assault rifles in the game. 14-8. Let's go. We went +6. I was shooting for +5. We got +6 with did it have map details? Oh. Why do I have the machine gun? Like I didn't select that. What the hell? I did not select that though. Yeah. There we go. I should play on controller. Why? You think I could do better or worse on a controller? Oh, what? I got a hair sticking up. You think I'll do better or worse? I used to play on controller all day. All day. All right. So, I mean, for me to, play on controller, I'm gonna have to figure out like my settings all over again. You know what I'm saying? So, I might do that though. I might do that just so I can see. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I might plug in the controller. So the only thing though, like why I don't use controller is because I like being able to like look around to like all my surroundings and like flick, you know? So if somebody's like over to the left and then a dude is like 180, I can go like ba ba, you know? I can switch it real fast and be like ba ba, you know. We're currently searching. We gonna search again because it's taking too long. All right, so one more match. One more. One more match, and then we got the gym. Tight shit. One more match. One more match. One more match. Tight shit. Tight shit. All right, hold on. Let me. All right. I need to check something out. Still searching. Still searching. Still searching. Oh, what the hell? I went to go check my stream real quick. My bad. Bro, we really can't find a match? Oh, there we go. There we go. Finally, finally. What the?
Slayer.
All right, bet. I'm sweating. Last match. Last match.
They're close.
Lost the lead.
Bro, what? Oh my god, dude. Got one.
Down.
Who is shooting? Bro, I forgot how to tag niggas. Settings. Gameplay.
Gained the lead.
Where's it at? Mark X. Oops. Yeah, we marking people now. We remember now. We figured it out. We had to stop and look though. Oh my god, where am I? Alright. 4 and 3. Ooh, we got better odds here. We lost a teammate, so need to get my shields up. There we go.
Double kill. Halfway to victory.
You know they're gonna pop here. Oh my god, there's two on me. I don't know how my push to talk is. Who you shooting at, nigga? Oh shit. I don't know where he's at, bro. Oh my god. I'm selling. Where?
Nearing victory.
Are you? Bro, why is it as soon as I shoot? They're behind me, bro. God. I get it, like as soon as you shoot, you reveal where you're at. But bro, I shoot and there's somebody like right to my left, ready to just pick me off. Like the game is like, oh, since you're missing one, we're gonna start, you know, fucking disrupting the spawns.
Victory.
All right, went even. Let me see. Let me get gold, bro. Let me get diamond. Put me in diamond. Platinum. They put me in platinum. Yep. I figured. Put me in platinum. Platinum what? Platinum 4. Alright, bet. We got ranked in Plat 4 after not playing Halo for like 2 months. So maybe more than that, 2-3 months. But I'll probably be on later to play some Elden Ring, bro. But I might have just changed the title of this real quick. Of this stream. Because I didn't get on Elden Ring. Edit. All right. All right, Gabby. I'll see y'all later. All right. Appreciate everybody that popped in here on the channel. Butter, Thomas, Tyler, Alex, Gabby, Ching. Appreciate it. All right. I'm about to bounce out of here. Man, I'm sweating, bro. Hey, we hit Platinum 4, though. Plat 4. Can't argue with that. I'd rather not be in gold, but... Alright, I'll see y'all later. I'm out. I'm about to go hit the gym.